Hey everyone, it's me, Socrates again. Today is Wednesday, December 15th, 2021. Today I'll finally be graduating with my Master's of Science degree in Civil and Environmental Engineering from San Jose State University. I'm super excited. I got everything right here. Here's the robe. Oh my goodness, looks so amazing. Check it out. Of course, you know, you have the cap with the orange tassel. You have the stole. And then, of course, the master's hood right here. You can see the colors of the school, blue, white, and yellow. So, really neat. Got everything on right now. Got the 2021, the Spartan logo, the hood, and yeah, let's rock and roll. All right, so we're here on campus now. Got all my gear on. Just got my new glasses from the optometrist. I'm super excited. So, I can see all the other graduates as well, parking on the 5th floor. It's actually pretty empty. I thought it was gonna be really packed, but yeah, anyways, good news for us. All right, here we go. Got everything on right now, all the good gear. Got the hood, there it is. And then the cap and the orange tassel. It's the elevator. It's cold today, everybody. Bring a jacket. Here on campus. So the ceremony is actually at the center of the school. I'm just gonna go walk through the campus. There it is, everybody. The engineering building. Great memories here, right there. College of Engineering. I'm gonna try to hop inside and check out our old classrooms that we actually spent time in throughout the many years here. So let's go. So here's the main hallway of the engineering building. Most of my classrooms are actually on the 3rd floor, so let's go ahead and check it out right now. The new frames don't look too bad. They actually look really good. Okay, so we're here on the 3rd floor. This is the main lobby area. A lot of, open desks where students can study. You get the little single desk there with outlets. We're gonna go ahead and check out one of the classrooms that I actually had this semester, actually, for one of my graduate courses, Engineering 301. Hopefully it's still open. It is. Holy moly. This is the classroom for my construction law class this semester. Actually, I used to sit actually in the front desk over there because everybody else would sit in the back. But recently I actually started sitting like over here on this seat, and this seat actually was where I took my final exam yesterday. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna sit here, gonna, pretend I'm taking a final. Special shout out to my professors. I learned a lot. Really great class, very, very informative class. A lot of details, a lot of information about, construction law. And I really appreciate, both of my professors' help and, them sharing their knowledge and experience to us. So I started the graduate program back in fall 2019. Actually, looking back, it really didn't feel that long time ago, but at the same time, it really did feel like a long time has passed, if you know what I mean. And, next thing you know, fall 2021, we're gonna graduate in less than 1 hour. So I feel very excited. The feeling of leaving the school one last time, hasn't fully sunken in yet. But just the fact that I'm wearing my graduation robes, with 2021 on it, and of course, the master's hood, it's a really nice feeling. I'll miss everybody. So here's the view outside of the window. Looks really nice. Hi everyone, welcome to Construction Law. My name is Socrates, your professor for today. This semester is going to be a really exciting, fun-filled, educational experience for every single one of y'all. Maybe in the future, maybe I could be a professor. I don't know, I always thought about it. Okay, so we're done here. Let's go ahead and go. It's really empty here because, everyone's done with finals. It's just graduation ceremonies today. All right, we're gonna check out my second classroom that I had for this semester for environmental engineering, water treatment and plant design. Really great class. Classroom's actually right here, or you can use that back door. All right. There it is. I typically sat right here during class in the middle. And then, of course, the PowerPoint goes over there. Professor's over there. Really great times. All right, now we're gonna go downstairs and check out the actual civil engineering department. Luckily, fortunately, this department's on the first floor, so it's very accessible to everybody. Here's the hallway. That, my friends, is the hallway. This entire area is for civil engineering. That's the main office right there. Then all of our professors will be lined up all across this hallway in their individual rooms. Office hours, counseling, advising, and all that good stuff. In the middle of this hallway over here is the lab. This lab actually took a lot of exams here and a couple, civil engineering courses in my undergrad here. You can see the PowerPoint places over there. I'll sit like in the front somewhere. We have water lab equipment for our water resources and hydraulics classes. Really a nice place. Now going down the hallway here, this is the ASCE, the Civil Engineering Club room. Ever since COVID, it's been locked, so I haven't been able to visit that. But it's a really nice little room that they have in there. Over here, the paving materials room, engineering 134, you can see here. I had a bunch of other labs in here too during undergrad, especially my senior design course. I sat like in the front, of course PowerPoint's over there, and then had labs like concrete and asphalt, and then you can see all the materials there around the classroom. Really great memories in this classroom. At the end of the hallway is the surveying lab. You can see this is actually during my first semester for civil engineering, like back in like 2015. Professor would sit in that corner there. There's the board, and then you can see all the equipment for surveying in the back. It's a very small room, but really great memories. I actually enjoyed this class a lot. Going out into the hallway, at the very middle of the engineering building, so the engineering building is like a square, and then in the middle is like an open courtyard. This is where we would have our concrete lab outdoors. We would mix concrete outside here, take shovels and all that with all the material, and then we'll bring it into that room back there to put into cylinders to let it, solidify or, cure, as you would call it. And yeah, nowadays, they just use it for a lot of storage. So yeah, really good times here. So that's pretty much the main stuff of the engineering building that I experienced during grad school and a bit from undergrad too. Now we're in the center of the school, gonna walk down southward to pretty much go to the ceremony. Now we're going to the student union right now. That's where all the students hang out during their free time. Got 2 floors. Sell food on the left side over there. Hi. That's where they sell all the food. Back in my undergrad days, I hanged out here a lot because I had nowhere else to go, but it's probably the last time I'll be on this campus. So, and the question is, will I come back for my PhD? I don't know. There it is. Hi. All right. The really nice thing is that throughout the years, they actually expanded the other side of this building. Here's another room. And coming through here, a couple years ago, they finished this side of the building, kind of like a renovation, and it looks very nice. A lot of the glass guardrails. There's another floor up there. Little basement floor for bowling. And then a bookstore. You could buy a bunch of nice, class apparel here. So, I'll miss this place a lot. Then here we approach the end of the student union, where the business area is at. Yeah, that's pretty much the other side of the building. Over there you can see the business building. And then the dorms at the far end over there. Really good stuff. We're gonna live stream the event on that big screen TV there. And here's the main quad area at the center of the school. The ceremony's down straight ahead. Man. There it is, 2021. Hi Mom, hi Dad. Made it. There it is, right there. Alright, we just checked in. We're gonna go inside the event center now. This is it. Time to graduate.
For joining us today for SJSU's official commencement ceremony.
Are you ready to graduate?
We are delighted to welcome you to the Corporate Credit Union Event Center. The ceremony will begin soon.
Welcome to the fall 2021 San Jose State University Commencement Ceremony for the Charles W. Davidson College of Engineering.
Celebrate the achievements of the 389 students receiving their bachelor's degrees today and the 466 students receiving their master's degrees in one of these 26 programs in our college. Graduates, you have successfully completed one of the most challenging programs on campus, made even more challenging by a global pandemic. And now, you're at the finish line, about to receive one of the most sought-after degrees in Silicon Valley. Your degree is proof that you have acquired the knowledge and the work ethic necessary to begin making contributions to our society, What an accomplishment. Let's give yourselves a hand.
Most of all, of course, we want to acknowledge and thank your families. It was great to hear your appreciation a little bit earlier, but let's do it one more time and let them feel the love for our friends and our families who supported us. Give it to them louder.
Socrates Fam.
Now presenting
Parvati Raghavendra Pai.
honored to certify that those individuals who have crossed the stage represent the students who satisfactorily completed the requirements for their degrees. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates their respective degrees.
Let's make it official, shall we? Will all the members of the class of 2021 who are candidates for degrees please stand if you are able? On the recommendation of the faculty of this university, and by the authority vested in me by the state of California and by the Board of Trustees of the California State University System, I now confer upon each one of you your master's or baccalaureate degree with all the attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions. Congratulations. Tassels from the right to the left to symbolize the completion of your degree. To all the graduates, congratulations, you did it. And we cannot be more proud of you, class of 2021. By being part of this resilient, historic, and transformative graduating class, you are now part of San Jose State's celebrated history and legacy. You will never be forgotten, and we are so proud of what you have accomplished. So go forth, celebrate with your families, friends, classmates, and other loved ones, and look ahead as you begin your next big adventure. Congratulations.
Today's a really special day, not just for graduating, but also the process leading up to it, the journey that we all experience, the amount of challenges, and our perseverance to get through those challenges and make it this far to the finish line. Getting here today, we couldn't do it alone, and to always remember that, and to make sure to thank, not just your family and friends, but also, your professors, for being there every step of the way.